Hey, thank you very much. Yeah, it's that time on Good Day Alabama where we ask the question, where is the love? And this is where we talk about dating and relationships, and we get answers to your questions from a licensed therapist. Joining us this morning, Dr. Misty Smith. Good to see you this morning.
Thank you, Mike.
All right, now, we would like to remind you that you can send in your dating and relationship questions if you want to via private message on our Good Day Facebook page. Your name will remain anonymous for TV purposes. Now, we've also edited some of these questions we've got in for TV purposes. Let's deal with question number one. Okay. It says, my husband and I seem to just be going through the motions in our marriage. Great friends, but the passion just is not there anymore. We seem to be more like roommates instead of a married couple. Is it hopeless?
Well, you said that they are great friends,
right.
So I don't think it's hopeless ever if you have a great friendship. Unfortunately, and I don't know if this couple has children, but unfortunately a lot of times when we have children, we forget to continue with that passion. We forget to keep that relationship up. So we focus on being parents, and then we forget to be husband and wife.
Right.
And you have to remember that kids are happier when their parents are happier. And if you don't have that relationship, that more than friendship, then you're just roommates and you're not quite as happy. So remember to hold hands, put the kids to bed early. I mean, take time for yourselves. Have dinner together, schedule a date night once a month at least. I kind of recommend once a week if you can make it happen. Weekend getaways with your spouse are great. There is a 30-day challenge for men and for women. AllProDads.com has the one for men, and iMom.com has the one for women. Okay. And I recommend that to tons of my couples who come in and they have lost that passion and they're just kind of feeling like they're in a rut. So those are two great things that you can do.
And maybe when you're out to dinner too, you know, have conversations other than about what's going on with the kids and whatever. You know what I mean? Right.
Right. Have conversations about your dreams and your goals and your vacations and what you want to do. Your kids won't always be in the house. Right. Your kids will go away eventually, and then what?
All right. The next question. This one's very serious. I was sexually abused when I was young. The scars from that didn't really resurface until I got married, and early in our marriage I had trouble being intimate with my husband, and I think he became insecure thinking he was the problem. Now, I have since gone through therapy and now enjoy being with my husband, but he still seems to be affected by my cold reaction years ago. So how do I reassure him that we can, so that we can enjoy each other more?
Well, I think you have to remember that you didn't get to this point yourself overnight. It took time, it took therapy, it probably took years. Right. And you have to understand that what he went through wasn't overnight, it took years. And so now you have to be patient, you have to be persistent, you know, touch him, hug him, kiss him, reassure him that you're here now, you're there with him. And he'll get there, he will, and if you find that he's just really having a hard time and he can't seem to get there, you went through therapy, so who's to say that he might not need a little bit himself.
And then tell him things, I'm sure, to build up his ego. That doesn't hurt ever,
exactly.
Does it?
All that reassurance that because after the years of what she let him think, he needs that.
We won't go into a lot of detail on that because this is a family show.
Right.
But all right, the last one, I broke up with this guy I've been dating for several months after a friend saw him kissing another girl at a party. Recently, he crawled back to me claiming it was over, and I still have feelings for him, so we've been back together now. But the other day I was being nosy, picked up his phone, and he freaked out. He always has an excuse for not seeing me so often, so I don't know if I should confront him or give him an ultimatum.
Okay, well, I don't necessarily think that she should do either.
Okay.
The dating process is usually to determine if you're a good match for marriage, for parenting children together. Right. She needs to look at the question herself. She needs to decide, is this the kind of behavior she can deal with in a marriage? Marriages don't just last a month or 2 months or 6 months, hopefully. You're talking 20, 30, 40, 50 years. Right. So just because you have a good chemistry, just because she has feelings for him, doesn't mean that they're going to be a good match. Right. So I think she needs to look at him and the behaviors that he's doing and determine if she can live with that. And then when there's ever been any kind of cheating or affair, I always recommend that people are completely open. So if he's really skeptical about letting her or defensive about letting her have his phone, then I would consider that as a red flag.
Yeah. I'm not a licensed therapist. Can I give you a little advice?
Sure.
Run. Run. But don't give ultimatums. That usually is not good.
No,
either,
ultimatums are not usually good. Confronting him might help, but no ultimatums. She needs to determine for herself.
Dr. Misty Smith, a licensed therapist. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right.